Hello, everybody. Welcome to Retronauts Lunch Break for Thursday. Wait, no, it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. Okay, God, I've already messed this up. Today we're going to be playing Sam & Max Hit the Road, 1993 LucasArts adventure game, and it's one of the good ones. Let's skip this text here. Skip this one, too. Actually, we can't. This is obviously the talkie version of the game, which is weird to think of an era where there was such a term as the talkie version of a game. It's sort of like the movies. So you're going to go see a talkie tonight. But, yeah, this is the first Sam & Max game, and these characters are from basically the comic book artist Steve Purcell's childhood. He stole them from his brother because his brother was also an artist, but not a very good one. So Steve drew parody comics of his brother's characters, and his brother eventually sold them to him at a very young age. So that's how we have Sam & Max. As always, please tweet in your questions or comments to @Retronauts on Twitter, and I'll try to show off a lot of the cool features of the game. If you checked out our past live streams for this week, we've been doing LucasArts adventure games all week, and you might notice that there's no verb bar down here. This is the first LucasArts adventure game without a verb, I guess, parser, whatever you want to call it, and that actually makes for a much larger play field with graphics. And I should probably say I have another guest with me.
Oh, yes.
Who's here?
Marty Sliva from White Sheets.
Marty, don't let me ramble on forever.
Oh, no. Everyone loves you rambling.
Oh, man. That's all I do.
So without the verb bar, the icon on screen switches as a...
Right. You hit the right mouse button to switch it to between different things. So we have walk, which is little two fingers. We have look at. We have pick up, and then we have use. And in future games, these would be the same button. But in this one, it's not. And we also have talk. So I believe we also have Max. We can use him as an item. So let's see if we can do that. Yeah, so in this game, Max is also an item. You don't use him that often. Not often enough for me, but yeah. So yes, please tweet in your questions and comments to @Retronauts, and we'll try to get this game started here. This game, I don't think it's as well designed as I would like it to be. There's lots of really, really funny ideas crammed into here because a lot of these... the ideas in this game came from Steve Purcell's original comics, which are really great. I recommend that you read them. He didn't make a lot of them, but the ones that are out there are great, and they're in one collection. And I think you can get them at Telltale's website. They just re-released a book of them maybe 2 or 3 years ago.
There's a cartoon, too, in the 90s. Right?
Yeah, and that cartoon was not too bad, especially because it was it came way after the fact. It was 97, and this game is 93.
Yeah.
And it was Fox Kids, so I mean, Sam & Max is not uber violent or ultra edgy, but there's a certain edge to them that they couldn't exactly carry over to the cartoon, but they did as best they could. And those are on DVD, I think.
You want a piece of me, huh? Well, take a piece of this.
So that's Flint Paper. We don't even see him in this game, but he's Sam & Max's, I guess, neighbor to their office, and he's actually in future games that Telltale put out. And I don't know, I think I prefer him just be a faceless caricature of film noir than an actual person.
Yeah,
but that's just me.
Please, Sam, don't use the word acumen again.
I love that line. So do you have any questions or comments,
We have no
Marty?
questions yet.
Oh my God, come on, people.
I know.
Sam & Max, what more do you want from life? Yeah, so this game has a pretty all-star voice cast. Sam is voiced by Bill Farmer, who is actually the current voice of Goofy, and it was back then, too.
Oh, wow.
So I don't know what he was asking for, but they didn't use him again in the future. But they're a pretty close approximation. He's kind of doing a Humphrey Bogart voice. I think we have to use Sam on the cat to get our orders from the chief. Let's see if that works. I mean, sorry, use Max on the cat.
I'd love to turn this guy inside out. Ooh, that gives me an idea.
So yeah, Max is always kind of wandering around causing destruction while we are actually investigating. Occasionally he's useful. And we just got our orders from the commissioner.
According to these orders, something bizarre is happening at the carnival. I thought that was the whole point. Maybe we should check it out when we got nothing better to do, like guinea time.
Yeah, Sam & Max have a real deadpan sense of humor, which I really enjoy. I don't think the future games carried that over as well, but this one surely did.
Yeah. We have a question in from Mr. Matt J. He said, speaking of the Sam & Max cartoon, are there any other good video game-based TV shows?
Oh, God. I think I would say Sam & Max is probably the only good one.
Yeah, certainly nothing's coming to mind.
The bar is so low, though. I mean, okay, I should probably point out also Bosco eventually became a character in the newer Telltale Sam & Max games. And if you're interested in those, I would recommend you play the newest one, which is Season 3. That is a really good set of adventure games. I liked the first 2 seasons, but I got kind of burnt out about halfway through on each one, and I did play through them all, but yes.
Were you a little disappointed by the kind of the turn to 3D graphics as opposed to traditional?
It was inevitable because no one was going to have the budget to produce these kind of 2D graphics in our day and age. But I guess it was kind of disappointing. But I think they did a pretty good job. Steve Purcell has a really interesting art style that is not. I don't know if it could translate that well to 3D because it's very I don't know, bizarrely proportioned.
Yeah.
But
he did the art in Zombies Ate My Neighbors, correct?
He might have done some of the art. He did a lot of stuff for LucasArts. Like most of the box covers you see for old LucasArts adventure games, he actually painted.
Oh, okay.
So like Maniac Mansion, Monkey Island 2, Monkey Island 1, I believe, all Steve Purcell. So most of this game is inspired by sort of baby boomer era road trips.
Yeah.
So if you like that, go see the movie Cars, I guess. But actually, this is Bernard from Day of the Tentacle, not very well hidden.
Oh, fun fact.
I don't know if he has the same voice, because he is a celebrity voice actor too. I know how much you kids love WKRP in Cincinnati. So yeah. Also in Sam & Max, you don't see what you're going to ask people, because in Steve Purcell's mind, seeing the joke before the characters say it ruins it. So we can ask questions, we can say something provocative, we can say a non sequitur, or we can stop talking. So let's just say whatever we want.
Hey, nice hat.
We all get one when we graduate, Schnucky you. But enough about me. What can I do for you?
So let's get out of here. That is actually not the same voice actor as Day of the Tentacle. I'm so disappointed.
No idea how.
Joel Griffiths says that Max reminds him of Daxter from Jack and Daxter, which I would agree with.
Except Daxter's kind of like a soulless corporate creation, and Max comes from a place of.
How did I know you were going to say that?
Yeah. Come on, he's like basically like the store brand Timon from Timon and Pumbaa. Yeah, that's right. This one's going to get kind of snarky.
Mad Mage says he asked if we like the fact that Sam & Max had a lot of mini games in it. He specifically mentions the Car Bomb game.
I like them. Car Bomb is basically Battleship, which is fun. I think only one of the mini games is necessary, and that's Whack-A-Rat.
Yeah.
And that is actually pretty easy.
Yeah.
And here are our 2 villains. I forget what their names are because I did not watch the intro, but these are our Bigfoot kidnappers.
Now we get in the bus and look for them, you idiot.
And this guy actually has an entire song later in the game if you have the CD-ROM version.
Whoa.
And if you don't have the CD-ROM version, what year are you living
Get out
in?
of Mr. Bumpus' way, ye partially clad varmints.
Mr. Matt J again says that he never played the Bone adventure games. Neither have
Oh.
I. Have you?
No, I have not played those, and I forgot to hit the record button on the capture device. It happened again. We're fine, though. No, I did not play the Bone games, actually, because, I don't know, like, Bone kind of stalled out a lot of ways. Like, there was a movie, and there was going to be a movie, and then there was going to be, a complete, I guess, gamization of the books.
Yeah.
But they stopped at the second one. So we have to bribe this guy, like all good detectives. So here we go.
Stop.
Oh, I'm going to give you money. Yeah, please tweet in your questions or comments to @Retronauts, and we will.
I don't suppose you'd accept this generous
Bad
bribe.
ASP says that he hopes LucasArts releases a special edition of this game and or freelance police, and asks why they don't.
That's a good question. I think all the games I'm playing this week are unavailable on Steam or any other
that's
service. So, like, the only way to actually play this game is to have the CD version, which I do have, or do something nefarious, which I don't recommend. But I mean, what options do we have if you want to play Sam & Max?
Absolutely.
I forget what this guy's deal is. Let's talk to him. Okay, we're gonna ask him some questions here.
Hey, what's the holdup?
Sorry, boys, we are closed. I can't let you in. Insurance reasons, you know.
All right, we're gonna ask about
Jose Otero says that next time you should remember to hit the record button earlier.
Oh, I know that, Jose. Marty was supposed to be my backup, but that failed too. We need at least 3 people here to
I just work here.
point to that button.
Anything else?
This game had iMuse as well, correct?
Yeah, all of them had some form of iMuse
Yes.
behind them.
Which I know you were a fan of.
I
Yeah,
can hardly wait.
and music in this game is pretty good. We're gonna. God, I forget what you do here, but we can still tour the country.
Look at that.
Here is one of the mini games. I forget what this is. Wait, this is their HQ. Yep. This one, I'm not sure how well I'll be able to play it with a trackpad and my finger, but as you can see, this is like sort of like Telltale, not Telltale, LucasArts trying their hand at putting some sort of action element in their games, and it's not working very well for me.
This is pretty terrible.
Yeah. So they'd have more of this and stuff like Full Throttle, and not The Dig, but Curse of Monkey Island, which we'll be playing tomorrow. And yeah, so I don't know what this does. My score is very low. I forget how this works exactly, but I'm getting a good score. Yeah, it's hard to tell when you're actually jumping over these things because of the weird perspective, but they didn't really write enough jokes for this part because there's like 3 different signs you can jump over. So, but hey, you know, what else are you gonna ask for in 1993? Right. Doom? Wait, you can probably play maybe.
Arcade Wiz wants to know: is this the best / your favorite Sam & Max game?
I would say I like Season 3 a bit more than this game, even though this is kind of like the pure version of Sam & Max, or pure vision of Sam & Max. I'm just going to kill myself here. I don't know what's happening. Yeah, Season 3 is very well written. The puzzles are very interesting. There's like interesting mechanics behind them all, where the former Sam & Max games are sort of like inventory and dialogue based. So, yeah. I apologize for the excess of mini games, but Max will not die. 6 bonus seconds.
6 bonus seconds.
Yeah. So do you have any questions or comments coming in?
Yeah, Mr. Matt J again asks if you feel that any modern adventure games have been able to recapture the 2D feel.
Some of Telltale stuff. I'm not a fan of all of their stuff, but I like Tales of Monkey Island and, like I said, the 3rd season of Sam & Max.
Yeah. You love Jurassic Park, too.
I loved it so much, I gave it a D. It was tough love.
There you go.
Yeah, so I wonder if there's an easy way out of this.
Whoa.
Oh, that's how you do it.
Oh, you can actually...
Oh, I see.
Way of the future.
Yeah, this game is not like Road Rash. There are adventure elements to it. But apparently it's very easy.
Yeah.
Easier than I thought it would be. Yeah, most people would complain about this sort of thing in an adventure game now, but actually Telltale did a similar sort of idea with the first season of Sam & Max, I believe, had a game just like this in it.
Okay.
Although it was in 3D, so whatever's happening here was not happening in that game.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, I really wish I could get out of this. I don't want to play this minigame anymore. I just want... Level 4, okay. Maybe they'll kill me.
You're just too good at this. That's your problem.
I'm not even trying to win. Alright, I'm not going to jump over anything. So yeah, what else can we say about Sam & Max?
Joel Griffiths asks if the game broke any new grounds in terms of point-and-click adventures.
I guess it proved, I don't know if Sierra did this first, but it proved that you didn't really need like verbs on the screen.
Yeah.
And you could really boil down an interface to its most basic elements and have people understand what it meant like through context. So, like I showed you guys earlier, there was there's a hand like walking fingers for walking and a hand grabbing for picking something up. So it was all basically, contextual and visual.
This was past the time of kill states, right? We weren't. There was no,
yeah, the last LucasArts game with kill states was Maniac Mansion. Like, you could technically kill yourself in Monkey Island, but you would have to really try it.
Yeah.
It was sort of like an Easter egg to how you died in Monkey Island. So yeah, I guess this entire live stream is going to be the car mini game in Sam & Max, but that's fine. That's fine. Enjoy the 3 jokes they wrote for these signs. I know I am.
Arcade Wiz wants to know if what do you think the #1 problem plaguing modern point-and-click adventure games is?
There's not enough of them.
Yeah, that's true.
And in fact, Telltale looked like they were trying to get away from that whole format with Jurassic Park, but critically, they didn't do so well. I'm not sure how well the game actually sold, but yeah, I don't know if that did it for them, and hopefully they'll go back to a more like standard adventure game format. Although Sam & Max Season 3, which I'll continue pimping, had some gamey elements where Sam had a bunch of different like sort of forms you could use, and those forms like were how you solve the puzzles.
Oh, okay.
So those are a lot of fun, and it's probably like $10 on Steam or something crazily cheap like that. Yes, if you know how to end this, mini game, please tweet in because yeah, the escape button is not doing its job. Maybe this will work. Yeah, I didn't know what I was getting into with this, and I
You're
apologize.
close to death.
Yeah, come on, Max. Die. Die.
Oh, he's done it.
Oh, well, there you go, folks. I think I broke the world record. This is like the Sam and Max version of Desert Bus.
Yeah, exactly.
So, what time do we have, Marty?
Let's see. 1:15.
Okay, cool. We have about 5 minutes to screw around. Any other questions or comments coming in?
No, the audience
I
is
can't talk
quiet.
to that.
Okay. We can also talk to Max, who's our constant partner, and he can offer tips and hints on what to do next, like what our current objective is. A lot of the time, he is not helpful because he is Max, and not a lot's going on in his
Hey,
head.
Sam. I mean Max. What?
That's actually a carryover from
Well, that's
Steve
all.
Purcell's parody comics that he made fun of his brother's comics. The characters often call each other the wrong names because they were just so poorly drawn that they weren't sure who they were. And I don't know how they were supposed to expect people to get that joke, but yeah, very, very esoteric.
Do you think his brother hates him?
I think his brother might hate him for profiting off of. Hey, but when you sign a contract when you're 8, that's legally binding.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. So I believe every Stuckies, which is a parody of Snuckies, or maybe it's the other way around, has a mini game you can buy. This one is the paint by numbers.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
Okay, sorry, Max, you're not going to go here.
I'd like to buy this.
Do you have any money?
Of course I do.
This is
Here.
America, of course.
GG Mouse wants to know, he says, we all know that Max is a psychotic killer, but what exactly is Sam's most notable trait?
Sam is famous for not really caring about
Yeah,
anything.
yeah.
He just really can't be bothered to do much. He's sort of really lazy, and he enjoys
I gotta go
violence,
to the bathroom.
but not as much as Max enjoys violence. And so we can go into our inventory, and I'll show you guys Card Bomb before we leave, where this game has quite a few mini games. So,
Oh, wow.
maybe this is not working so well with the emulator. But yeah, I think it's an emulator issue, which is I am using for to play this. But this is sort of like a paint by numbers Sam and Max thing, where I guess we can discover what it is when we there we go.
Something's happening in his eye.
Yeah. So now this is not necessary at all. You don't need to do this to play the game, but it's just something fun for you to screw around with because I guess they're trying to add more value to the kind of limited prospect of what an adventure game could bring you. So that's what we have.
Arcade Wiz was shocked and wondered if the clerk was Bernard. She
Yeah,
was,
it is.
as we
Not
mentioned,
the
yeah.
same voice actor, but I guess Bernard went on to work at 3 different Stuckies or Snuggies.
All across America.
Yeah. So.
Mr. Mache says that if you let Max go to the bathroom, it leads to his favorite joke in the game.
Oh, really? Maybe we can do that
This
before we
is a
leave.
completely unusable thingamabob.
And Tyler Morrow wants to know if we're using Scum. Yes, we are.
Yes, Scum VM. Also, something funny happens when you try to pick up people with
I gotta
Sam.
go to the bathroom.
It's the same joke, but it's always funny. Let me try to do it. Come on, go over the guy. There.
He's not my type.
Oh,
I
very
get it.
funny. All right, let's see what is that Matthew J's favorite joke? Or?
Yes.
All right. Maybe we can ask about the bathroom.
You in charge here?
Don't I wish? I'd have to go to Snucky U for another 6 years before I could run this place. But enough about me. What can I do for you?
Let's ask if okay, there we go. Bathroom.
My little buddy has to use the facilities.
Facilities be damned. I need a bathroom.
Yes, this game
Here
has
in the
curse
back.
words in it.
Here's the key.
Take that, 90s
Awfully big
America.
rasp attached to that keychain.
Out of toilet paper? No, we just had problems with thugs stealing our restroom keys. They're the cleanest in 9 counties.
The keys?
The restrooms.
You need some help, little buddy?
I think I can handle this myself.
See, Sam is always very. I think Sam is like Max's
Now,
social worker
anything else I
in this
can do?
game.
You create your own backstory for the game.
Yeah, it's like obviously there's some. I don't know. In the comics, the comics show them together from a very young age,
Yeah, yeah.
and I don't know how they hooked up. I think their origin story has been told. I just don't remember it.
Yeah, GG Mouse asks if you've ever read the comics and if they're any good.
Oh yeah, they're
Yes.
great. They're all great. The newer collection is out, and Telltale I think actually published it. And before that, the original trade paperback was very hard to find, and I have that original one because I'm a big dork and I love Sam and Max. So I guess this is the awesome joke we're going to end this on, maybe, unless we have more questions coming in. But although we should just sit in quiet awe of whatever this is going to be. I forget what it is.
Easy key.
What? Where was the joke? Where was the joke? Somebody has some explaining to do. Maybe we have to talk to Max about his bathroom adventures.
Are you as confused as I am?
More so.
That is a common back and forth between them in this game.
You're looking hale and hearty, little buddy.
Mad Mage says he likes the fact that if that Sam freaks out if you try to use something unusable.
That's all.
Oh,
Over
let's
and over
let's
again.
do that. Let's do that then. Or if you can't pick something up, I think. Actually, and also in this game, it's kind of cool that you don't actually have to go back to the little finger walker to do the to actually walk around.
I don't indiscriminately use people, except Max. I don't indiscriminately use people, except Max.
All right, we're gonna try to pick something up that we can't pick up. I think he does whimper like a puppy if you do that. All these tchotchkes.
This is a completely unusable thingamabob.
Now, see, pick up and use are the same thing. That's kind of stupid, but see, I picked it up, but I couldn't. Yeah, whatever. What can I do? Okay, how about this?
You try to steal that crayfish's sombrero.
It won't let me. You know, I was expecting a really awesome joke, and now I'm very disappointed.
Evidently, Mache said it was in regards to the out-of-toilet paper line, and it was more of a in-joke for his own past in art
Oh.
I
school.
can't use these things together.
All right, well, what time do we have?
We have 22.
Okay, I think we should call it a day. So yeah, sorry I was stuck on this mini game for so long, guys. I just assumed I would die really quick, but I guess they made it easier than I thought. But yeah, thank you again, Marty, for joining me on
Yeah,
this.
it's my pleasure.
And tomorrow we're doing Curse of Monkey Island, which is the third
Yay.
Monkey Island game, also unplayable anywhere but the original disc. And some people have been asking on Twitter and various comments or whatever that where can I find this thing that I'm watching? Go to oneup.com, and if you miss a live stream every Saturday, I will post a kind of the weekend summation sort of thing where I'll have all the videos together on one page.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I encourage you to watch them live because it's more fun that way. But yes, thanks a lot for watching, and we will see you tomorrow.
Bye.